This is going to be as smooth as sandpaper. Today's episode is brought to you by the time change
Daylight
fucking us up.
savings.
Yeah.
You know, I used to love daylight savings.
Did you
The
really?
fallback, I never had issues until I had children. The
Wow.
second I had children, everything went out the door. First off, kids don't understand fallback.
I mean, to be fair,
They're
I
just
don't
like, we're
understand
awake.
it. Like, so
Secondly, when they're much, much younger, you're up all night with them, so it doesn't make a difference.
I don't get why we do it. Like, the vast majority of the world does not do this. I think Arizona doesn't do it either. They're just like, no.
This is the last fallback California will have.
What the fuck? I wonder if Pennsylvania will get in on that party.
It was on our ballots last year.
What the fuck? It wasn't
And it
anywhere on ours
passed.
this year, so I guess I'm still fucked for another year. How are we supposed to be in the
Yeah,
same...
so
How are we supposed to do anything?
I have no idea. You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Wow,
and it'll probably be on fire.
I'm,
Given.
I'm already so stressed. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, this was the last fallback. California will still do the next spring forward, which is always a pain in the
Yeah, that
ass.
sucks too.
And then that'll be the end of it.
Forever, for both.
I don't know why we had to do these last two.
They were like, just once more for the memories.
Yeah. But here we are. So
Wow.
yeah, that's it. But funny story about fallback. Once upon a time I worked at a hotel and I used to do the 12:30 to 8 or 12 to 8:30 a.m. shift. And I was working the night of fallback.
Oh my
And
god.
I remember sitting there, and like that shift is already long because like nothing happens.
Right.
You're basically just a front desk babysitter at that point. But I remember sitting there, and I was probably watching some movie or something because there was nothing else to do. And I watched the clock hit 2 and then go back to 1.
Oh my god.
And I was like, am I getting overtime for this? I did.
Oh,
just
good.
in case you're
Okay.
wondering. But gosh, I was so... Like, I was really good with that shift. That time around, I was so exhausted and so done. I'm like, no. And I don't know if that was when I knew you or not.
That...
I don't think I had met...
I think
I don't
that's
think I had met you yet.
pre-me, because I feel like you would have shared that with me in like an instant, because I kind of... First of all, I very much appreciate that your first thought was, am I getting overtime for this?
If I'm going to be there for 9.5 hours, I better get overtime.
I love that so much. That's the coolest first
I
thought.
have priorities, obviously.
Is this hitting my bank or is it not? If it's not, I'm leaving. Oh god, I love
I'll
it.
be watching.
Wow. I adore that. Wow, well, hi everybody. welcome back to Oddities. I'm Cassie.
I'm Kellie. Wow, I really jumped the gun there. Welcome back to Strange Town.
Welcome back to Strange Town. Population everybody, and we're all just jumping the gun here. The usual, all of our social media is in the description, non-duplicated like it used to be. We also have our email. We would love to get more listener stories, so please write in, or you can always message us on social media too. But I will say,
yes, we will respond.
I love hearing from you guys on there, but if you're sharing a story, it's easier if you do it over email, so it's all in one space. I'm going to be honest.
She's not wrong.
And
again, this show is about as smooth as sandpaper today, and let me tell you, if it wasn't all in our email, I think everything would just be screwed.
No. I went through the social media this morning too, because for some reason in my mind I was like, I feel like we got some stories on here. And then I was going through like back several months, and I guess not. And so if I did miss it on social media, I am truly sorry. If you don't mind resending it, please send it to us over email, and I will promise to be less of a piece of shit.
We want to share your stories.
Yeah.
The bottom line, we really, really want to share your story.
Also, in continuing with the theme of a big old shout out to our merch, some new merch, and our new logo designer. Thank you for your hard work, Lindsay Bidwell. We've got her beautiful, beautiful work linked in our description as well. So check it out.
Yes.
If anybody's
And
looking
check
for
out
a
the new merch.
designer, reach out.
Buy the new
Yeah,
merch.
buy the new merch. And also, if anybody's looking for a designer, to hire or anything like that, cannot recommend
She's
enough.
your girl.
Yeah, highly recommend. That's all. Thanks,
That's all.
everybody. Stay strange. Um,
Bye.
all right, so aside from the time change situation, how are you?
I'm here. It's been
That long pause.
kind of a wild week.
Mm.
Took the kids trick-or-treating. You know what's sad? My kids did not want to trick-or-treat with me.
What?
Mind you, my children are tiny. They only wanted to trick-or-treat with Nana and Papa.
Wow, fuck you.
Mommy had to stay home and hand out candy.
Oh, wow, that's like such a burn without being a burn. I'm sorry.
It hurt my feelings.
I would,
but
yeah.
It was okay because as they were walking back up to my parents' house, I threw candy at them and it was fine.
Oh, well, then that felt good and everything, all's well that ends well, right?
All was right with the world there.
I love that.
And then we have a house guest right now
Oh.
by the name of beloved Scully.
Oh, right. That's right.
My parents' dog. And
Such a handsome
all
man.
I can say about that is he's a nervous boy.
Same.
I think he was worried that he was getting like rehomed.
Oh.
Like he was relieved once he saw me, but he was like really upset once my sister left. Like he was like, "Wait, she left without me. What is that?" And there was a few little bumps in the road. I.e., we have floor vents, and he decided to pee on the floor vent.
Same.
And it was the best part about that was I was on the phone with my dad. He was checking in and he's like, "I'm really sorry," because there was another incident before where he kind of chewed a hole in my son's teddy bear.
Oh.
And
Nobody's safe.
my dad, I'm so sorry. And I said, it's not a big deal. He's nervous. It happens. And like, as I'm telling him that he's actually really good, he pees on the vent.
I also pee on vents when I'm nervous.
And I was like, "Did you hear his voice and just decide, take that for leaving me?"
And here's a big ol' fuck you.
I mean, it kind of felt that way. And like, I was devastated about my son's bear because he's been glued to this since he got it when he was a year old. And I told him in such a nice way. And he just goes, "It's not Scully's fault. I'm not mad."
Oh,
And
I'm
like,
glad he's not.
"You have a heart of gold, child."
It's not Scully's fault. I'm not mad. Okay. I love it.
So, and then I was like uber offended because my sister came last night and she stayed the night on the way to pick him up, and then she's taking him home today. But the way he acted when he saw her, I was like, wow, I have given you love and affection, and that's how you're just gonna like push me to the side? She abandoned you.
Dude. I love it. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the teddy bear
been
and
a
the
fun
pee
week.
incident, though. That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's fine. It was easily cleanable, thank God.
That's
Anyways,
good.
But that was my whirlwind week, and I'm here today.
Yes.
So how are you?
How am I? Let's see. I feel like this week was like 1,000 years long and also 5 minutes all at once. I am excited to share the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is coming to the town one over from us. So I got tickets for the two of us, Corey and myself, but also my parents and his mom. And we're going to go see them in December. Actually, maybe right around when this comes out. So that's cool. And I've always wanted to see them. So that's exciting. Our Lord and Savior Taylor Swift has announced her tour. Hopefully by the time this comes out, I will have secured tickets. It's a fucking bloodbath, y'all. I am trying. I have signed up for pre-sale. I've done all the shit. And I got an email saying I got bumped up in the fucking queue. So that's lit. Fingers crossed.
And I'm not surprised by that. Taylor
Thank
Nation
you.
is noticing you. Hello, you know what? From this point on until tickets go on sale, I'm just gonna say, Taylor Nation, notice Cassie.
Yeah, notice me. Although I don't know how they would because
I'm gonna hashtag it too.
I literally don't tag them in anything. I don't tag her in anything. I've actually been the most vocal about my love for her on this. What if she's a listener?
Holy shit.
No, there's no way. But if she was, I would literally, oh my God, I would shit my pants every which way. All of my bodily fluids at once. I mean, pooping, peeing, vomiting, screaming, crying, perfect storm. That's all it would be. So anyway, everybody, fingers crossed that by the time this shit comes out, I have secured tickets, and then I have to
The
plan.
tickets.
Then I have to plan a really cool outfit. So hopefully, Taylor Nation notices me at the concert, and I can get chosen for like the tea party or whatever.
Oh my god, wouldn't it be fun if you put your outfit choices on our oddities Insta
And let people
for our
vote.
listeners to choose?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, maybe I will. One of the
I
things
think you should consider that.
I'm gonna be honest. One of the things that I think would be quite attention grab, because this is her Eras tour, right? So like it's representative of all of
Yeah.
her albums and everything so far. One of the things I was considering was dressing as the zombie Taylor from the "Look What You Made Me Do" video. If that's not gonna grab some fucking attention, I don't know what the fuck would. And you know my ass would roll up to the concert dressed like that because I don't give a single fuck. I mean, my fucks are
So-
like so out the window at this point. And everybody's probably like, oh, she's 30 years old. Why is she trying this hard? Because I fucking want to. Everybody suck my dick.
I just want to point out really quick
What?
that you get pulled out of line at TSA every damn time you travel.
I know.
And get special security check. This will happen
This
to
this fucking better happen because like the amount of times that I've had to deal with TSA, I need to now. I want to be chosen by Taylor Nation. I want TNA.
I just feel like all of TNA.
I'll see myself out.
I just feel like that all the times that TSA pulled you aside, it was clearly in preparation for this. There's just, it has to be.
Look, all I can say is at least somebody in life notices me. It happens to be security at the airport, but at least I know I'm, noteworthy.
You're being noticed.
Yeah. So yes, you know what? If anybody gives a shit, I think I will go ahead. I'll come up with a few like. First, step 1, let me get the tickets. Step 2, then we can be voting on my outfit.
Yes.
I
then
gotta,
we'll do
I
that.
gotta dress Corey's ass up too. He doesn't have a say. I mean, both of us, we need to be fucking loud and proud of this shit.
This is a part of the contract when you get married.
Yes.
He doesn't get to choose what he wears anymore.
No. I mean, he does most days. It's all right. but for this,
When it comes to certain occasions, he loses all rights.
When it comes to this-
dressing himself.
big time. Maybe I'll just get him like a little stuffed snake to wear for like reputation, and he could just like wear that all night. That'll be fine. I love that. So I'm sorry. So there's that. What else has happened? My one professor can still kiss my ass, but that's fine.
There's that.
I got. This is gonna sound so petty, right? But like, I got 1 point off on my presentation, and I wasn't given any feedback as to why. So I emailed, no response. I followed up, no response. Finally got a response today, over a week after I've sent it, and the answer was, make sure when you're responding to classmates, you're citing sources, and make sure you cite your sources in your presentation. My presentation was fully cited, and none of my responses needed to have sources cited because they were all my opinions. So I fucking can't with this man. I know it's 1 point, but like it's like, come on, bro.
No, but like, okay, where I get what he is saying, it
Yeah.
didn't apply to you.
Right. No, I am.
So why was that point taken?
I'm annoyed because I am religious about citing other people's work. Like this is, and it's very annoying. And I followed all the rules, so clearly this guy doesn't know his fucking ass from a hole in the ground.
How did he get a job with this university?
And the worst part is this guy has a PhD. How the fuck did he get a PhD? What the fuck?
Okay, to be fair, there's a lot of people who have PhDs
That
in
are
this
fucking
world
stupid.
that should not.
Big time. Same with a lot of medical
So-
doctors, by the way. There's a lot of fucking medical doctors out there that
Yeah.
shouldn't fucking be. It's
Should not be doctors.
It's so anyway. That's that, and I'm not even gonna respond. Like I am at this point. I am like 5 weeks out. By the time this comes out, I will be done. I'm pretty sure the semester's done
Yeah.
by the time this comes out. So like, I'm not even gonna fight that at this point. It's 1 point, but like, this dude has it fucking coming on the evaluations. I've already fucking bounced my shit up to the fucking director, but now I gotta fucking seal that deal on the evaluations because this guy can eat my shit. So,
The end. Bye-bye.
the end. Okay, so that's it. And that's what I'm pissed off about this week, everybody. Stay tuned for next week to find out what I'm pissed off about then.
We should start a secondary podcast of just rants. Just going at it.
Cassie's Criticism Corner. That's what it's going to be called. Any hoozles, everybody. We have a fun listeners episode for you today. I realize this has been a long time coming, But as you know, there's been a lot of changes. And so we just have a couple stories today. I combed through, like I said before, I didn't see any on social. I'm sorry if I missed them. Please resend to our email if I did miss them. But this person, Jamie, this person's story was sent all the way back in March. So I am so sorry you've had to wait this long. We're looking at what? 8 months? 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 8 months you've been waiting. Oh, actually 9 by the time this comes out. So I'm very sorry. Thank you for your patience. I hope you're still listening to the podcast.
Jamie, you're awesome. Yes, I was about to say that. Please still be listening.
Please,
Here's your shout out.
Here's to you, Jamie. So, all right. So I'm going to kick this fiesta off. Here we go. First of all, this person says they love y'all and the show. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Let's see. Still catching up on past episodes. I'm sure by this point you have caught up. So, but enjoying the hell out of the journey. Let's see. So I wanted to share my spookalicious and precocious entry into the wild world of weird with you. I love that.
The wild world of weird. Say that 5 times.
Also
fast.
spookalicious. I love it. So, in 1983, my mom, dad, and I moved into a house in Victorville, California. I don't know where that is. The house is in Spring Valley Lake.
I know where it is.
You know where it is. Neat. Let's see, back then, wanna be so fancy, rich fuck haven with some of the only water recreation in the desert. I love that. It's only gotten worse in the 40 years since. My aunt still lives in that subdivision. Anyway, this house, it may still be there, but 3 small bedroom and only 2 bath in that subdivision. I assume they've at least remodeled, or most likely total tear down and rebuild. Was right across from the lake where the cage intake flow thing still is. I'm going to preface this with, yes, I was 3 to 6 years old when this was going on, but I do have some clear memories of some of this. My mom and grandpa and grandma have all talked about it with me over the years. So this is their story too. Oh my God, we love a shared, collective memory around this shit. That's great.
Yes.
So, my dad found the house and said it was good enough for now. He was in construction and was planning on building our home himself. So this home was just a stopgap solution as he and my mom built their business in a new area and built our home too. Cool. My mom said the moment she walked in, she hated it.
We love some good honesty.
We love it. She felt uncomfortable. She says it was like walking into someone else's home, even though it was totally empty. Like she just wasn't alone. The worst moment came when she went into the master bedroom. The master has a big open room with one of the double sink vanity huge mirror situations, then a door to the actual toilet and shower area. My mom said she was checking out the bathroom and became in one instant terrified to look in the mirror. She knew if she did that there would be something standing in the room behind her, and it wouldn't be my dad. She says she stood there frozen and scared, and behind it all, pissed. Strong women, be them, raise them. Oh, snaps, Jamie. Thank you. Behind it all, pissed that she was scared when there's nothing there. My dad came into the room, and boom, she feels fine. So she straight tells my dad the house is weird. It feels strange. He says, and fuck my dad for this one, you're crazy. It's fine.
Never tell a woman she's crazy.
Jamie, I have to agree with you on that. Fuck your dad for that one. I'm sorry. But anyway,
Oh.
I'm going to just step off on a tangent here because, ladies, gentlemen, if your big love isn't full-on Scooby Gang, if you say something is there, what? That's red flag shit. You get out. Crazy. Fuck anyone who says you're crazy. I loved my daddy. He was my everything, but that was some patriarchal trash, and yes, it continues. And if you've ever seen a single horror movie, you'll know exactly how it ends, too.
Trash.
I remember reading this when this first came in. Again, this was back in March, and thinking this was absolutely hilarious, but I haven't read it since. Until now, and this is
Scold.
so funny. All right, so we move in and life changes right away. The very first night, I'm screaming. I will not sleep because there's a man on the ceiling in my room. No. We can't have anybody on our ceiling.
Supernatural. No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Nobody's to be up there. There's nothing to be up there except the fan. This I do remember clearly, and I'm 42 now. He had short blonde hair, a round face, round wire-framed glasses, and was wearing a tan button-down shirt, dark brown tie, and brown pants, black shoes, floating at the ceiling above my bed watching me. Okay, I gotta say, this guy he sounds like he looks extremely normal to be hanging out on the ceiling, so what the fuck, man?
He sounds like he looks like the kid from Stuart Little.
Oh my fucking god, but like a grown-ass man. You're exactly
Yeah.
right. Oh my god. Anyway, Jamie says, and he don't like me much, so I'm screaming. My parents... I love this. My parents bring me to their bed, figuring they'll figure it out tomorrow. But tomorrow was the same. And the next tomorrow. So within the first month, my parents give up. I'm stubborn even without a ghost in my room. They moved my whole bed into their bedroom. I will still play in my room during the day, but there's no way after it's dark, and I'm sure as fuck not sleeping there. Again, snaps for Jamie, because, like, I mean, I sure as... If I had the guy from...
Jamie knew what was up.
If the grown version of Stuart Little Boy was hanging out on my ceiling, I wouldn't sleep in there either. My mom is still uncomfortable all the time, but nothing totally crazy is happening once they get me sleeping again. Until one morning when she sees him too. I forgot. Oh my god, okay. My daddy was in construction, so he was generally out of the house by 5 a.m. True, they start early. One morning after he left, my mom thought she heard someone come in the room. Figuring he forgot something, she opens her eyes, and there's a man there, but it's not my dad. Oh my
No,
god,
thank
no.
you again.
No. She describes the same man I've been saying was in my room, but she says she can see straight through him. She closes her eyes and says, when I open my eyes, you will not be there. You will leave right now. So she opens her eyes and he's gone. Hell yeah. Cue what I'm sure is weeks of my very logical father gaslighting her. Oh my
Oh no.
Dad, Dad, I don't know why I just said Dad. Jamie, I love the way you're fucking just, I mean, you are just destroying your dad in this. This is so funny. Until something strange happens. Now we have a dog, my daddy's English bulldog. There's a tiny hidden enclosed patio-like space between the house and the garage where he stayed, excuse me, when we weren't home. But one day, we come home and he comes running out of the garage acting scared. He shouldn't have been in the garage, and the door to the house and the patio are both still locked. My dad goes in the front door instead to see, what the fuck, the kitchen is a fucking wreck. I mean, every cabinet open and everything out on the floor like a fucking trash heap. The rest of the house is just as it should be, except the attic access in the hallway is like lifted up and slightly turned as though someone hadn't closed it. No! This is every horror movie wrapped in one. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dad checks that too. Nothing there. So my dad, I assume, plays commando through the house and finds no intruders. Says some whatever, nothing to see here, just clean it up bullshit. I'm still not okay with any access or attic access spaces just because I do know there's something up there or just might be. So blah blah little stuff, blah blah normal days. Dad's making progress on the new place, but with all his other jobs, it's slow going. But the little stuff keeps coming. My grandparents come to visit. Now, my grandma is very logical, but also Roman Catholic, so she values the unseen. My grandpa, on the other hand, is just not. This man got a Purple Heart in the Korean conflict. Like, he hid in tunnels and was shot and shot at and shot others for 2 years. He was a steel worker in Las Vegas in the 70s. This man is strong, serious, and steady. The third bedroom, thank you for his service, by the way. The third bedroom was my parents' home office, so Dad put a new bed in my room, since I wasn't using it. Mom put an extra blanket at the foot of the bed. It gets cold in here, but here's a blanket. And they go to sleep. But not well and not for long. My grandpa says he has the worst nightmare he's ever experienced, that he was terrified and jerked awake, then realized he was freezing cold. Like so fucking cold he was physically unable to reach down for the blanket. He said he was frozen for a long time and couldn't shake the panic that woke him up. And then boom, gone. He feels warm again, he can move, and he jumps up, hits the light. Nothing but my confused grandma asking, I assume, what the fuck are you doing? He says nothing. Turns off the light and spends the remaining hours of the night drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes in the kitchen. This guy just wasn't having it. My dad gets up and heads to work. A couple hours later, my mom, grandma, and I get up to find my grandpa packed up, bike clean, and gas tank full up to head the fuck back to Vegas. No, he's not staying in this house one more night. Call them when we move into the new place. Love y'all, bye. No, he didn't tell us what happened until we moved out. Nothing to my grandma either, because his family can't keep secrets. Anyway, It's getting more and more stressful for my parents. Like, their damn kids in their bedroom. I'm always scared. My mom's always anxious. My dad's trying to do work and get the other damn house ready to move in, and it's not. So they're both stuck, and it's gotta suck. The end of the road came almost 3 years after we moved in with my mom and me asleep in the master. My dad is watching TV in the living room, and I always assume Dallas or Carson or something because it's funny. So, Dad, trying to enjoy a quiet evening, watching Dallas on the couch with a beer and a smoke. It was the 80s, man. They all smoked in the house. Just unwinding from a, I love this, just unwinding from a long week. Until a hand grabs his head. I would throw up. Oh my God. Um, he told my mom it palmed his skull like a basketball. Oh, just like, grr. Oh, that's weird. He jumped off the
Oh,
couch, across the coffee table, and spins around. Nothing there. He looks everywhere. Nothing. He runs into the bedroom thinking my mom's fucking with him. Nope. My mom and me are both asleep. He wakes her up and tells her what happened. They lay down, and mom says my dad got quiet. Then he says, we'll move out tomorrow. And the nightlight in the hall went out like they heard it click, like it being turned off. That's
no, no, no,
freaky.
no. Run.
So,
Pack the car. Get out now.
move tomorrow. Yeah, why wait? So, yep, more than 2 years of me and my mom and even my poor grandpa saying this place is fucked up is totally okay, but poor daddy gets one touch and it's over.
Daddy gets one smack on the head and it's done.
Love this. Anyway, he found a little fifth wheel trailer the next day and parked it on the property where he was building our house, and we lived in that until it was finished, which was about 6 months. None of us stayed another night in that house, and I've never been back. Or won't even drive down by that side of the lake, and I lived in that town until I turned 18. Now, the story is incomplete, of course. I never talked with my dad about his side of things because he was killed in an auto accident in 1987, only a few years
Oh,
after he finished our home. Oh, I'm so sorry. I believe he must have had some other personal experiences and tried to either ignore or explain them away, but I'll never know. The experience did make me a bit of a death spooky fanatic from a young age, and his death when I was 7 certainly inspired more interest. I have other experiences, but this was the big reveal of how fucking strange our world is, and while it was a valuable one, I do wish the start of my sing it with me like Oprah hanging out new cars, unresolved childhood trauma. Oh my
no.
God. You get some, and you get some. Everyone gets some.
Trauma for you and trauma for
Childhood trauma
you.
for you. Oh my God. It had been put off a little further, maybe into my 20s, or at least not with the damn supernatural. Stay spooky, y'all. Hope you like the story. And if you ever hear about a ghost randomly screaming out, leave Brittany alone, or a haunting that makes toilets flush the wrong way, that's me. Those are my two choices if you get a choice for the afterlife. All the love, Jamie. Amazing. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Just
Thank
incredible.
you. Oh, wow. That was a roller coaster
Thank you.
of just perfection,
It was.
actually, in my opinion.
Thank you so much, Jamie. I hope you're still listening. I hope you got the chance to hear us share this. Thank you for sharing with us. This is amazing. What a fucking ride, right? That is some.
What, again, I know where Victorville is. I've driven through it. I have family there
Do
myself.
you really?
It's Victorville in itself has a weird vibe, in my opinion.
Oh, does it? Is it like weird? Like she described, or they described at the beginning, where it was like very upper class, like ooh, or is it just like weird, like ooh?
Kind of both.
Okay,
It's a town literally in the middle of freaking
and
nowhere,
there's just like a lake, and
but
everybody's.
have these big homes that like you just wouldn't expect to see in the middle of nowhere.
I love
Does that
that.
make sense?
Yeah.
And it's like you drive through and then you're like, oh, that was Victorville.
Yeah.
Peace out.
I love it. Oh my God.
So, wow, Jamie, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
Jamie, that
sharing.
was
I am
incredible.
so sorry you went through all of
Yeah.
that. I'm so sorry that you, your mom, your grandfather were all just like told to basically suck it up and it's not real.
And then it was real.
I hope that, your dad being smacked on the head was validation for you.
I hope that was. And I am sorry for your loss. And
Very, very, very sorry for your
that's
loss.
just crazy shit. Because you know
Um,
me, like I try and sit there with most of these things and be like, and poke some holes, right? Okay, well, it could have been this, and it
yeah.
could have been that, and it could. I literally for this shit, I don't fucking know. I mean, I don't
It's crazy and
I don't know.
Yeah.
And we have a businessman hanging out on the ceiling. We can't have that.
We have an adult version
We have
of
the
the
adult
Stuart
Stuart Little kid hanging out on our ceiling. We've got
It's literally that's all in my head right now.
chilly fucking rooms. The night lights going out. We've got our head being palmed like a basketball. I mean, Jesus.
See, the thing that bothers me about the light is that it didn't just go out. They heard it
They
click.
heard it click right when right when the dad goes, fine, we'll move out tomorrow.
Rem-
Click!
Yeah.
What? It's like right. Wow, I just sounded like little John.
It
What?
was Spirit saying, bye!
I know, exactly. Oh my god. I love it. That was
Spooky.
insanity. That was a good one. That was fantastic. So anyway,
Yeah.
thank you again, Jamie. And we have one more for you guys today.
Yes. So, this is from Bradley. Hi, I'm Bradley. Here's my experience with a glitch in the matrix.
Spooky.
One night I was driving home from work. It was around 10 p.m. At the time, I lived in the sticks about 30 miles from the city. I was about 10 miles outside of the city when I noticed a car behind me in my side view mirror. I checked my rear view mirror and there was no car. I looked back to the side mirror because I thought, oh, they turned. Nope, still there. The lights shone on the side but not through the back of my car. This continues for about 2 or 3 miles. I watched the car turn left in my side view. I was relieved until I looked in my rearview mirror and there was lights, but not in my side view.
So this car is just like operating on a different plane of existence.
Yep. This went on for another 2 or 3 miles, and the car turned to the left. At this point, I'm freaking out. Neither mirrors had lights in them for the rest of the ride.
I would freak out too. Like,
It's like a ghost car.
It is, or it's this glitch in the Matrix.
Or it's a glitch in Matrix. Yes.
Yeah. Is that all of it? Or is that not all of it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That was the end of it.
Okay. Thank you, Bradley. First of all, so spookala bookala. So thank you to them for sharing this. This reminds me, like, I mean, I've driven a lot at night, and like, there have definitely been times where like I've noticed there's a car behind me, and like, I look and I'm driving and I just like don't look away even for like maybe 5 seconds. Like, I look and they're gone, right? And sometimes I say to myself, there's like not even a turn there. But then I'm always like, like there must have been, and I just, whatever. It reminds me of that, but this is fucking bananas because he's like, or this person is checking every mirror on like all the sides, and the car is just like in different positions.
The car keeps changing which mirror it wants to appear in, which is just horrifying in itself. Like,
yeah, I know. So it's that's some wild shit.
I had like a similar glitch in the Matrix.
Have you?
So it was this year, probably earlier this year. I was driving home from my parents' house, and mind you, I do this drive at least once a week. Okay, I know my way to and from my parents' house to my house easily, and I get off at the same exit. It's very cut and dry. It's very easy. There's nothing complicated. Well, I'm driving home, and I swear to you, I get off at my normal exit. I know I got off at my normal exit, but then I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, I don't know where I am.
Oh my god, really?
Like, all of a sudden, I immediately was like, I have no idea where I am.
What did you do?
I had no idea. And I was like, panicked. And then finally I saw a cross street and I was like, okay, I'm going to the right way. And I'm like, it's the exit after my normal exit.
Oh.
That I'm on. And I'm like, but I didn't get off there. And this is how I know that, because I specifically got off, and it's a stop sign at the end of the exit, and you turn left or right, and you make a left, right? So I had to look right to make sure no other cars are coming. And there's an Arco gas station to my right. I saw the Arco.
So how'd you end up at the other one? Weird.
I have no idea. And I literally called my husband panicking. I was like, I know I'm almost home, but like, I don't know. I swear there was like a glitch in the Matrix. I have no idea what just happened.
Wow.
I just like, and he's like, oh, it's okay. You're probably really tired. And I was like,
Michael?
no, like,
God damn it, Michael.
And then, like, I got home, and, like, the rule is call my parents the second I get home, otherwise they're worried.
Sure.
And I called my mom, and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I just started crying.
Oh,
I
no.
was like, I'm like, I'm home, but I don't really know how I got here home. And she's like, wait, what do you mean? So I told her, she goes, that's happened to me a few times.
Oh, just
And just like left it at that.
and that's that. At the end, we're gonna tuck that away.
So, I don't know. I feel like glitches in the Matrix often happen when movement is in play.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
that make sense? So, like vehicles moving, things like that.
I'm like, when you think about it,
Online, I believe Bradley.
oh, I big time believe Bradley for sure because I like that shit. It makes sense too. Like the glitches would like maybe happen more during movement because it's like okay, if we're like maybe glitching into another timeline or we're like what it would make sense that it would happen when we're like moving or doing something or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I think you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I know
Well,
what you're
hopefully
trying to say.
everybody else
Again,
listening
this
knows.
is a sandpaper show, so deal with it.
Yes,
If
welcome
no one else
welcome to welcome
understands.
to Sandpaper Hour, except this is only going to be like 40 minutes, but yeah. Anyway, thank you very much to Bradley. Bradley, I did fuck up your pronouns at one point. My B. It's they them. Didn't mean to be disrespectful. Everybody, pronouns are important. That's my PSA. Bye.
Please take them seriously.
That's it. That's it. And so yeah, no, this was great. Very well written. Thank you, Bradley. And this I swear to God though, I am so jealous of our listeners, like the people who have taken the time to write
Their
in.
experiences.
Yes, because like I haven't really had any of this. I mean, I know I had the old guy in the elevator the one time, and there was like something. Oh, the dream I had the one time, and I feel like there was something else recently that I shared that I'm like drawing a blank on. But like overall, I would consider my life relatively like supernatural-less. So I don't know. I'm jealous.
And that just means we need to go on the spooky road trip
We do need to go on the
and hit
spooky
all the
road trip.
spooky places.
I mean, we got a new year coming, which means I got a new year full of PTO. So we're just
Woohoo!
gonna have to do this shit, baby. Oh, I am thrilled to share. I have 2 extra days of PTO this year that I didn't know I was gonna have. So I'm
That's exciting.
I'm
Congratulations.
straight up gonna have like 10 days off at the end of the year from work, and nobody's gonna. It's gonna be perfect because I'll just have finished school. I'm just gonna tuck in and just like power down for 2 weeks, basically 2 work weeks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Well, it's like a week and a half, but whatever. I'll take it. Anyway, on that strange note,
On that note,
I think we're gonna go ahead and end this dumpster fire of an episode. But the stories were, I mean, those were just like chef's kiss.
phenomenal. Thank you for sharing. And again, if you guys have any personal stories that you want shared on our show, please just shoot us an email. It's all linked down below.
Yes,
I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. They can't see me.
but they can hear it. She's pointing down below, in case you're wondering. She's directing the traffic on where to go. Yeah, we would love to hear about your experiences, and we've had plenty of you write in with topics too, and they are on a list. So please bear with us. We will get to them.
The list is going.
It's going. We're slowly but surely chipping away at it. So yes, thank you for your patience. And I don't even know what else to say. I mean, this has just been a wild ride. So until next time.
Until next time.
Oh no! Stay strange.
I wanted you to say it. Hold on. Until next time.
Stay strange.